A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports on this very special day. Let me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Bulls, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for the Bucks, they've made some mistakes early on, and a drop in the rankings reflects that. They're right in the middle of the pack, and the question now is, can they learn from those errors?
And the Milwaukee starting 5. Washington out there with Banchero. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's A-Train in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Mikal Bridges is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then it's James Harden. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 2. So Sacramento will get the first possession here. So Grant, we're still early on in this new season. I imagine it can be difficult to get back into the flow of things.
You know, B.A., you're spot on. It definitely takes some time to get used to the grind of the season again. You know, between the traveling and the hotel rooms, changing time zones. But you find your flow again eventually.
Now Brunson. Inside. Fires the 3. The shot misses. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Drummond to screen on Banchero. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Sacramento passing it around. Pass to Bridges. Washington grabs the miss. A-Train passes to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Doug Christie. Well, right away, Coach shared his thoughts on Jalen Brunson. He said, quote, he's going to get hot. That's just a fact. But the moment that happens, we hope to trap him, double him, and throw water on that fire. There you have it. Sounds like Coach is hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst when it comes to Brunson. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Harden for 3. Bridges. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. From downtown. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. 4th, the Kings.
I thought their coach really did a fantastic job of getting all of the guys on the team to realize the importance of free throws. You know, last year where they were great, excellent from the line. This year, they're hoping to do even better.
Harden against Brunson. Harden surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. That one is off. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Trailing by 2. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Well, Clark, the Bucks certainly need to rebuild on some level, but they don't control their own draft pick until 2031.
And, B.A., that certainly makes things complicated and more difficult. A losing season won't do them any good in terms of the lottery. They've got to do their best to stay competitive while developing their young talent. That's a really difficult balancing act.
Now here's Brunson. A 20-point game for him in the win against Miami.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Drummond finds Harden. Back to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
Now here's Payton. Hasn't got one to fall yet. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Such a crafty player. Brunson really excels at getting the defense off balance.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
Second free throw, no good. You know, Clark last season saw the passing of Junior Bridgman, who played 10 seasons with the Bucks and whose jersey hangs in their rafters.
Yeah, he was a consistent, reliable scorer and just a quality teammate as well. But his legacy extends far beyond what he did in his 10-year career, which was quite impressive. His legacy as a businessman, philanthropist, community leader was, in many ways, unparalleled. Just a terrific guy and a great loss to Louisville, to the basketball family, but also to humanity. He was a shining star in all that he did for others.
And Carroll drives. Oh, Ben Carroll throws it down.
Oh, so ferocious on the drive. I mean, have to be impressed watching Ben Carroll just throw it down.
Harden against Washington. Harden misses. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Carroll with a screen on Bridges. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I mean, you talk about it factor. Ben Carroll's got it, man. What a move.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. The Kings have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Back to Harden. Knocked away. And stolen by Brunson. And stolen by Bridges. Harden against Washington. And he dunks it down.
Anunoby using his athleticism to force that one down.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to A-Train. Now here's Ben Carroll. Hauled in by the Kings. This game against Milwaukee here. It's their first meeting of the season. Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Harden. Six to shoot. Left side, Anunoby. There's the triple. Mr. Fundamental shot is good. Now it's a 3-point Sacramento lead.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. go for a different look here. Robinson Earls checked in for Drummond. Keldon Johnson comes in for Anunoby. Cameron Thomas checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Carrington in for Harden. Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Lopez. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And again, it's Sacramento converting. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Robinson Earl, covered by Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. Another one falls for Sacramento.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Well, Grant, for a late first-round pick, Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Outside Carrington. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Merrill. Thomas with the ball. Really had his troubles in the loss to Chicago. He just couldn't find his rhythm. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one. Sacramento has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Prince against Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks trail. Merrill passes to Banchero. Pat misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
Pass to Thomas. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Good. Mr. Fundamentals has got 7 points in the game.
Johnson gives them a huge lift when he's creating for his teammates. It takes their offense up a notch.
It's stolen by Johnson. Boy, he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now here's Carrington. No made baskets yet. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. No good from outside. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 6-point game. Banchero the screen. To the inside. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And he's 5 of 7, finding a nice rhythm offensively.
Well, the Kings shooting a solid 50% of the opening quarter. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Thomas finds Johnson. Here's Robinson Earl, covered by Merrill. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Offensive rebound, Kings. Prince against Thomas. Over Prince. And he can't bank that one in.
You can tell he's just a touch out of sync here. But he's battling, continuing to fight.
From 17, Hero, no good.
Working from medium range. He was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Kings ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back right after this. for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And take a look at Sacramento's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, we've got Washington. Tyler Hero is out there with Collier. Then there's Gary Payton II, and it's A-Train in at the small forward position.
Major force from Mikal Bridges there.
And here's Milwaukee now. Following the score by Sacramento, here's Collier. Kicks it to Hero. Shoots over Bridges, and Milwaukee tacks on two more.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Up top, Harden. A quick shot there. It's off target. The Bucks shooting around 53%, a nice number. Pass to Collier. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Back to Payton. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Kings leading. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And here's Carrington for three. Buries it from three.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
To the middle. Here's A-Train. Nice D from Bridges. The Kings lead by 4. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
That's good from Bridges.
You look at the skill set of Mikal Bridges, and it's shooting, the wing defense. Every team would like to have a 3-and-D guy like him.
Look at who's out there now for Sacramento. Andre Drummond is checked in for Robinson Earl. And it's Anunoby in for Johnson. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Hero. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Collier. Here's A-Train. He's guarded by Bridges. Now here's Brunson. Over Harden. And it's blocked by Harden.
Some hard-nosed defense from Harden on that block. That's sure to get the bench fired up.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Guys, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie. That's good from Bridges. Bridges hits them both.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now here's Washington. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Harden, the pass to Bridges. Here's Carrington. Outside Harden. Puts it up. And another miss by Sacramento.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
Payton, no good. The Kings lead by 7. Bridges outside. Down low. Tipped. Now Now Milwaukee moving it up. Here's Brunson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul.
He's made one and missed one so far at the line.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Brunson.
Did not take long for Brunson to force himself into the conversation of the upper echelon of NBA guards. Let's face it. I mean, he's that kind of player and leader and has produced at a high level.
The Bucks trail by 4. Here's A-Train. Still no points. To the middle. Here's Harden. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Exceptional strength. Harden is so smart at creating opportunities to get to the free throw line.
These are his first free throws of the game.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And he makes the first. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
That one's no good. Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step back 3 against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Brunson. The Kings lead by 3. From the elbow, Carrington no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Brunson finds Payton. Back to Brunson. And no good. Harden with the defensive effort.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Good to see it fall for him. Now 3 for 9.
Defense has problems with Harden inside. He can make those close shots appear easy.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. Fifth best, James Harden.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Oh, stolen by Harden. Drummond, the screen on Brunson. That's tipped. Out to the wing. Washington, a screen on Harden. Here's Brunson. Not going to go that time. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. Sacramento leading by 5. Harden, the pass to Drummond. Harden with it. Payton covering. Fires from deep. Harden can't hit. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. To the paint. Here's Payton. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And timeout called by Doug Christie. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams making some changes here. And so here's Sacramento. 3-point lead. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Here's Collier. Still without a bucket. And here's Lopez from the arc. Hauled in by the Kings. Carrington's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Anunoby. Rebounded by the Bucks. And Carroll's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Brunson. Give him 8. Stolen by Anunoby for the finish. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Anunoby so good using his speed and athleticism in transition. Love that energy he displays.
And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
So the Kings making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Prince is checked in for the Bucks. Merrill comes in for Collier. Now here's Merrill. An 11-point game for him in the win against Miami. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Kings lead by 5. Outside Carrington. Pass to Thomas. Drummond with the screen. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 3-pointer off the mark.
He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Inside. Up top, Banchero. Anunoby covering. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Now here's Carrington. And stolen by Banchero. Now Brunson. Here's Merrill. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And now just a 1-point Sacramento lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Sacramento passing it around. Anunoby with it. And it's Brunson picking him up. And it's Mr. Fundamentals missing. The Bucks have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Prince, the pass to Banchero. Outside Brunson. Banchero the screen. And it's Brunson missing.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Now here's Carrington. Brunson defending. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. To the inside. Oh, taking it to him, Jalen Brunson.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Thomas outside. Pass to Anunoby. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
That's on Brook Lopez.
Boy, I love the energy that Anunoby plays with. I mean, he's so good at forcing the defender's hand.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Something else they've been doing really well is shredding that defense by getting all the way to the rack. They've been absolutely fearless in attacking the paint.
And Sacramento with some changes. Robinson Earl comes in for Drummond, and it's Johnson in for Carrington. The Bucks also with a sub. Heroes checked in, so he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. It's hard to find a more impactful player in a complementary role than OG Anunoby.
Yeah, you're speaking facts right there. He's a switchable defender. Offensively, he's at his best spotting up, and he can attack in transition effectively. I mean, I think he's the kind of player that not only does every team want, he's the kind of guy that every team needs.
Now here's Thomas.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Merrill with it. Hero outside. Back to Merrill. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Harden, he's checked in for Anunoby. .119 left to play in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thomas. Good on the shot. Thomas has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And offensively, Thomas has a lot of tools. The floater game is one of them.
Hero, the pass to Prince. Pass to Lopez. Back to Prince. From deep, Banchero. Rebound by the Kings. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Harden, the pass to Robinson Earl. There's a screen by Robinson Earl. He shoots. Thomas, that's good. And now it's a 6-point Kings lead.
Yeah, I like the jumper of Thomas. He gets good rotation on his shot.
Hero looking over the floor. Was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Sacramento leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder, they're more physical, they're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And taking a look at the Kings, a tall order for them in this one, looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper, it's a tough hill climb.
Yeah, but that's why we play games. Anything can happen.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Kings.
This bench, they've been destructive. High energy, attacking like torpedoes.
Rising from the depths, 20,000 points from under the sea.
I see where you're going, but check this out. Making big waves out there, Ernie.
Ooh, well done. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The Bucks trail by 6. OG Anunoby out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's James Harden. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in a shooting guard. That's Doug Christie's 5 as we get into the second half.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
First team time. At the line for the Bucks, P.J. Washington. 1 shot.
That one misses for Washington.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
Harden with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Mr. Fundamentals. No good with the triple. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 4. Next game, they'll get to take on the Lakers in Los Angeles. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Unloads from 13. Rebound by Sacramento. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. Bridges passes to Harden. Sacramento passing it around. Drummond double-teamed. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brunson against Harden. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Shoots over Harden. And it's blocked by Harden. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Here's Harden. Give him 8. To the middle. And stolen by Banchero. Here's A-Train. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Brunson against Harden. Here's Drummond. 5 on the clock. And it's Mr. Fundamentals missing.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Brunson looks it over. For the lead. And it's Mr. Fundamentals with a rebound. Mr. Fundamentals has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Harden. Drummond to screen on Washington. Outside Harden. To snap the cold streak. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. The 4th spot held by the Bucks.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Collier, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
In free throw percentage, and last year they were top 10 in the league in scoring. This team executed well on the offensive end.
And when you think about how well they shot the ball from the line last season, it really stands out, finishing in the top 5 and really taking advantage of any opportunity they got to cash in from the stripe. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter, and Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's A-Train. Pass to Collier. Clock at 6. For the tie. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Sacramento has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Let's go to the sidelines for a report on Gary Payton. How's he doing, Allie?
Well, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Milwaukee. It seems like there's a little tingling and swelling around the tailbone, and they're addressing it now. It's an injury that may have sidelined some players, but they've cleared him to return. I'm sure he'll be playing through some pain, but he'll try to get through it.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update.
Yeah, you know, you want to get him back as quickly as possible, but the key there is to balance it with giving him time to fully recover. You don't want to rush him back.
Wherever OG Anunoby goes, his teams win a lot of games.
Yeah, you think about his second season. I mean, VA, part of the 2019 Raptors title squad was Anunoby. I mean, his defense is superb, and it affects winning in a big-time way.
Carrington, he's checked in for the Kings. Tyler Hero's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Banchero. 12 points for him. Finds room and goes for the jam. Banchero.
Banchero putting together some kind of performance here. He's the entire package.
It's Bridges on the wing. The three sinks it from distance. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Hero for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Bridges finds Drummond. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Back to Drummond. Poke loose. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Off target with the 3.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Hero outside. Pass to Collier. Now Banchero, covered by Carrington. Inside, here's Anunoby, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now it's a 7-point Sacramento lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Changes for Sacramento. Robinson Earls checked in for Drummond. Johnson comes in for Anunoby. And it's Thomas in for Carrington. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Left side, stolen by Hero. Here's Collier. No points so far. Hero outside. Robinson Earl with a rebound.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Here's Bridges. The rebound by the Bucks. Hero outside. And Carroll against Johnson. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Collier, no good.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Launches it. A shot by Johnson, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And Washington powers it through.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 9. From 12 feet. And that one comes up a bit short.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Hero, no good. The Kings leading. To the paint. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Banchero outside. Incoming. It's Banchero. Just showing off now.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Well, Sacramento is shooting just 38% for this game so far. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. checked in for Sacramento. Milwaukee making a switch here. And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Third is Brook Lopez.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Milwaukee on D. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. They still need this. Rebounded by Lopez.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
And here's Merrill. He's got 5. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Washington. Rebound by Sacramento. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wing shot on the way. That shot, no good. And so Hero will bring it up for the Bucks. For the lead. Rebound by Sacramento. Mr. Fundamentals has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And another miss by Sacramento. And Milwaukee shooting a disappointing 38%. Hero, the pass to Merrill. Pass to Lopez. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Hero, no good. Well, Sacramento is shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Deflects the pass. Thomas banked it in off the glass. Thomas has got 8 points.
Oh, you gotta love the fight. Thomas going to work down low.
The Bucks trail.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by Hero. Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Merrill passes to Washington. Shot clock at 6. And here's Hero. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Grant, since he's coming to the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing his growth in running the pick and roll. He's not just a jump shooter anymore. He's a guy that can anchor an offensive unit, B.A.
The Kings making a switch here. Harden's checked in. The Bucks also with a sub. Payton's checked in for Washington. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Now, you talk about player development. In a few short seasons, Hero became a true offensive weapon, someone who can hurt you in so many ways.
Now here's Johnson. Yet to see a basket. Thomas, left side. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Merrill. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Prince, the pass to Merrill. Back to Prince. The shot. And another miss by Milwaukee. On offense, here are the Kings. Harden, the pass to Thomas. 24 seconds left in the third. Here's Milwaukee. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Hero against Harden. Hero outside. Pass to Lopez. The 3 from Prince. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Bucks ahead. They lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Bucks. They've got Gary Payton II. Collier is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Brook Lopez. And it's A-Train in at the small forward position. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Down low. Brunson misses.
As he often does, he gets to the rim, but that's just stellar defense.
Harden to pass to Drummond. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
And that's where Lopez specializes. A great rim protector is he.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Banchero's checked in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Brunson defending. Here's Harden. Yes! He nails it! And the Kings lead by 1.
Harden stealed off the dribble, off the catch. He can flat out score.
Drummond against Banchero. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The Bucks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Drummond against Banchero. And he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Here's Harden. Here he goes. And then Harden with the jam.
Harden is one of the most lethal penetrators in the game and excels at finding lanes to the rim.
Pass to Collier. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Payton passes to Banchero. Good work defensively by Drummond. Outside Harden. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Back to Harden. Anunoby passes to Drummond. Harden against Payton. Over Payton. Harden misses. For Milwaukee, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Brunson against Anunoby. Pass to A-Train. Stolen by Bridges. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Now here's Harden. Now Drummond. 5 to shoot. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And the 3 off target.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Pass to Collier. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Bridges. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. The Bucks trail. Outside Payton. Back to Brunson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Heady fake by Brunson. Of course, his dad was an outstanding player. He's from a basketball-playing family. I mean, heck, you grow up in the family business of hoops. You expect to be good.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Williams checked in for Collier. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And he drops the first. Both free throws good from Brunson. Sacramento has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. And Doug Christie has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
All right, fans, get up and get loud. It's the Sacramento Kings Street Team. Here we go, fans. It's your Sacramento Kings Street Team.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Bridges outside. Inside. They swipe it. 3-on-3. Unloads. Brunson misses.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Anunoby. Back to Bridges. And stolen by Brunson. Outside Payton. Back to Brunson. It's stolen by Drummond. Pass to Anunoby. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, you know, we see OG has really improved his jump shot, but I like when he takes that thing inside, uses his athleticism in the painted area.
Now here's Payton. Washington outside. Now Brunson. Brunson penetrating. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 14 points for Jalen Brunson. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Harden with it. Brunson defending to the middle. Here's Drummond. Second chance shot. Gets the bucket and the foul. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Drummond simply able to take on the tough defense and finish through contact because of his brute strength.
First team foul. At the line for one, Andre Drummond.
One shot.
And that one falls for Drummond.
He is a monster on the glass, but Andre Drummond doesn't just have size. He's also developed really good timing and instincts that help elevate his game.
Brunson. Harden with the defensive effort.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Bridges misses. The Bucks trail. Brunson with it. Pass to A-Train. This one for three. Gets the three ball to go.
Brunson with a sixth sense. I mean, always knows where his teammates are.
Sacramento has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Guarded by Payton. Looking to get it going. No good off the back of the rim.
Coming out of the break, he has been ice cold. I mean, walking without shoes in Antarctica cold. Wow.
And Sacramento shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Harden. Sacramento passing it around. Takes a three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the left side wing. Brunson passes to Payton. Tipped away and stolen by Bridges. Pass to Drummond. Clock at 6. Now here's Harden. Tries it from 16. Second chance effort. And Drummond with the lay-in. Drummond's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, I'll tell you what, in this fourth quarter, he's been locked in and has made some big shots for his team.
Harden against Brunson. And he makes it on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Such an impressive feel for the game and with the ball in his hands. Brunson is so clever. He can outsmart a lot of defenders with his dribble moves.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Left side Payton. Here's Washington. Fires the three. Oh, it misses.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
Bridges fires. Harden outside. Another chance. That's off.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Yes! Using that window.
Staying under control and unflappable, Brunson steps up when his team needs him the most.
Outside Bridges. Here's Harden. And stolen by Brunson. Take it off in transition. Jalen Brunson.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Just 4 to shoot. Can't hit it.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Yes, sir, it's good.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Harden. Unloads from 13 feet. And Caro pulls it down. Payton against Harden. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his third foul of the game. So the Kings making a change here. Thomas is checked in. The Bucks also with a sub. Hero, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Stolen by Bridges. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 7-point differential. Yes, it's good.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Timeout called. The Kings. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth. Let's hear from our analysts. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
I mean, they're still battling, but this one is just about official.
Well, it's not looking good for him. We both can agree to that, can't we? I mean, there's got to be a quick bucket, a quick foul, and see what happens after that.
Thomas outside. Floats one up. Nope.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Payton with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The free ball is down!
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
So this one belongs to the Bucks. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.